Cause this shit's about to get heavy. I just settled all my lawsuits. Fuck you, Devin! Now this looks like a job for me. So everybody, just follow me. Cause we need a little.
What is going on, my dead frontier community? It is your host, me. You should know my name by now. And if you don't, well, you should be subscribing to me so you know my name. But I've come to talk to you guys because it has been a while since I last spoke to you all, and I've missed you all very much. Right now, I'm just gonna go hit up a Flaming Black Titan because I'm bored, and that's what us pros do when we're bored. We just boss hunt for the lulz, you know? And I really don't know what else. I don't have another reason. It's just I wanted to make a video, and I did want to talk about the limited Wraith cannon, and I want to talk about that because I know it was released like Christmas, I think. Maybe like a little before Christmas, maybe like at Christmas. But I wanted to talk about it because it's something serious. I know a lot of people didn't pay attention to it. I know a lot of people probably don't even know that it's out still. But I want to talk about it because it can change a lot in this game, or it could change absolutely nothing in this game. And why I wanted to talk about it was because, you know, it was released 2 weeks ago, maybe? And my first thought of it was, oh god, no. How long is this going to be in the marketplace, you know? But then I started to realize, oh, how much damage can this do to the game? And the first thing that went through my mind was the credit prices. You know, it's just simply because when a new item was released every time since back before the first tier, new elite weapons, back when Fort Pastor was the only outpost, credits were like around 400,000, and with each new item, you know, they increased by like 200,000. I know the long shot increased it by like maybe like 500,000 or maybe 2 million. But you know, with each new item that came out, credit prices kept increasing, and I thought to myself, how much is it going to increase for this? You know, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, well, limited Wraith cannon, this could be tradable for clans. I thought, you know, this was going to skyrocket credits to like 5 mil for sure, because they were at like 4.5 when the Wraith cannon was released. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the credit prices, and they seem to have dropped down to like 4, 4.1, maybe 4.2 some days. And I feel it's because a lot of people thought the way I did. They thought, okay, new gun, new item release, people are going to want to buy it, so they pre-bought a lot of, you know, credits to save up, so when the rise does come, they can, you know, gang up on that wagon and just sell their credits for like 5 mil each and profit a lot. What I think happened was that no one bought the gun. And I say that for a few reasons. Besides the fact that no one knew that it was announced until someone in the forums, you know, mentioned, hey, there's this gun here, or like me that found out from a friend said, oh hey, look, there's the regular Wraith cannon in the thing in the shop, and I was like, what? Is this true? Are you trolling me or something? And no, it was actually released. So I think people bought all those credits, you know, just to wait for the credit rising, and when nothing rose because no one bought it, they just decided to sell their credits because they didn't want to, you know, lose profit. They probably bought them for like 4.4, and they saw, you know, things went down to like 4 mil, so they're trying to get their money back as much as possible, or at least try to not lose money from it, you know? And I don't think people bought it simply because everyone who wanted a Wraith cannon probably already got it, and they have no need for a second one, especially one that isn't unlimited ammo. 2, everyone that would have gotten it probably doesn't want to get it anymore, just simply because it's unbalanced, and they know how much it would be needed for this Wraith cannon. Because look at this, how many rounds have I put into this from this video? If you from when I said look at this, if you can count how many bullets I shot in this, I'll give you 200,000, and I'll make sure I count it myself so you guys aren't cheating. But they know how much it would be needed to like maintain this gun, to keep it going, and to just shoot off all these bullets and not care. I use the Wraith cannon because I need my money's worth, you know? I spent money on the game. Yeah, I spent money on the gun. I didn't spend the whole 450, but, you know, I spent a good chunk. And I'm trying to get my money's worth. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was so bad. But regardless, whether I died, it's not like I was going for like TS or whatever. But I do think that people know how expensive it would be, and that's why they didn't want to get it, because it would just chew through your money. How much money would I spend if, you know, I had to look? I died right there, and I didn't want to waste all of my ammo. And I spent maybe 2,000 rounds into it. Say how much would I need to get my ammo back? It would be 19,000 each for box. So I spent 2,000. It would be roughly around $60,000 just in that, and I already died. So if you think about it, it's just not worth getting. And then on top of that, it would be the money you would need to spend to get 10,000 credits while I'm in repair. You get 10,000 credits and then buy it. 10,000 credits if you're just buying it off the marketplace. That's how much? What is my math? Jesus. 1,004. Shoot, $400 million right there. No one is with $400 million is gonna want, you know, to spend money on the Wraith cannon. And then there's the people that think they just don't want one, because they'd rather get a Vengeance card. I would rather get a Vengeance card than another Wraith cannon or a limited one, just because it makes more sense. That's how I view it. And none of the things have passed for it. I see that Admin Bonus trying to do these updates, you know. He released the limited one. I knew he was going to release the limited one, because you can't just make an unlimited one and then not do the limited one. That's the way he thinks. That's how he's done it in the past. And because of that, we have, you know, this limited Wraith cannon sitting in the shop. And I think he's doing it to get people to become more active, because again, if you're gonna spend money, you're gonna waste a lot of money trying to, you know, get the ammo for it and just maintain it. And then if you want to profit from it, you have to play probably a lot. And what he thinks, you know, okay, if they want to profit a lot with this gun, you want to use it a lot, they have to play this game a lot. And he's trying to get more activity into the game, but I think he's just going around it. He's going around it the wrong way. I know back when he did the first ever, like, I think it was the speed boost event. That was his first one. I could be wrong, but he implemented the speed boost event where everyone had, you know, 25% speed boost, because he wouldn't give you the full drug effect. That was when everyone had that. And, you know, it brought a lot of people back to the game, and when he saw that worked, he decided to make the damage event, and he decided to make the EXP event. And, you know, that all helped. It brought activity into the game. But when people, you know, started to get used to it, started to get bored, and saw how infrequent it really was, he decided to, like, go into panic mode. He needed a new idea. And for me, I think his idea was creating the event right now. It's 200% armor and 200% loot or whatever, weapons and stuff. And then he has, like, all the other types, like damage reduction. And people, you know, at first they were great. People would come hop on and be like, oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna loot this. You know, some people actually do loot some really nice stuff. But again, people get used to it, and then they get bored of the game again. And, you know, when that came out, he decided to move a new idea. And then came, like, the implants. Maybe there was something else and I'm not recalling it, but I would say the implants were next. And because of that, you know, implants are great. A little overpowered, to be honest. Especially the new ones. Very overpowered and not fair at all. But I'm not trying to complain about that just yet. They came out and people started to hop on, you know, use them, buy them, do whatever they wanted with them, and use them to their advantage, kind of like drugs and stuff. I think this was released around the same time the Wasteland was, which was also a pretty good change, and everyone just went down there that was able to. They just chilled down there because they just heard about all these great things about bonus, like, loot chances and stuff. And I think that brought a lot of people back to the game. People wanted to check it out, but again, people got bored of it. And it's just this continuous cycle that he's been running. You know, he thinks of one good idea, but he sees that it's not gonna last forever. He sees that people are starting to not care, but he improvises and he just changes it a little, or he implements it in a different way, like the drugs, the boost, the events. The Wasteland, I don't see how he can really adjust that. I don't. I think he just did it by saying like, oh, clanmates of the same clan can go down there without hurting each other. I think that was his last update on it, something like that. But if it wasn't, just let me know. I could be wrong. But that's how he works. He just cycles around the same ball. He rotates around the same axis, and it's cool and all for some time. But he's trying to implement, you know, more activity into this game, and he's not doing it correctly. I feel he needs to do more ideas, new ideas, spontaneous ideas. And I get if he's busy and stuff, but I mean, there's got to be more than just him that can run this game, who has the ability to run the game, or the ability to come up with new ideas and stuff. He's just revolving around the same quick ideas. You know, if he doesn't have time, I get that. But if he does, and he's just, you know, going around, oh look, unlimited Wraith cannon, new update. Let's do a limited Wraith cannon for this much money. Ah, the discounts. Ah, the lulz and stuff. It's just wrong. I think it's very wrong. And to be honest, it's not the correct way to go. And about the price again, 10,000 credits. I already said the market price for it. But in real life, without discounts and stuff, that would be $250. $250 cash, or whatever you're paying with. If it's like a different kind of money type, it doesn't matter. It's a lot of money, and it's not for unlimited ammo. You still have to think about all the time and all the money you need to get to pay to shoot the gun, and it wouldn't be worth it to me. And that's why I think 14mm is also not skyrocketing because no one's buying the gun, because people that wanted this gun already got it. They already got the unlimited ammo type like me. They wouldn't want a regular limited one, and people that are buying the limited ones are probably just buying it for the brag rights or to sell it on the marketplace when people actually, you know, give a damn about it. Or maybe when it just becomes super rare and off the market, they'll be the ones to have it, you know, this tradable one. Or the ones that do buy them, they could also use them for clans. I get that. I get why a clan would want one. See, like a low level player wants to go for TS, which is really unbalanced too. I'll talk about the clan runs and the records is how that's unbalanced in a different video. But if a low tier player wants to run for TS and he's just he needs help, I see why a clan would, you know, get the Wraith cannon, the tradable one, and they just give it to him, and then they would fund him all the ammo just to get him to run and stuff. But that's the only purpose I see coming out of the gun. I don't see another point in this release of the limited ammo one, and I think that's why no one's really paying attention to it, or really no one's really buying about it. And the unlimited Wraith cannon was out for 2 years. It was a post a couple of months ago that said, you know, when is this gun going away, and how unbalanced it just created the game. And I mean, unbalanced, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I would be leaning towards unbalanced rather than it did nothing, because it really did. It beats the GAU just in raw power by like 150, maybe like 180 damage per second. It's a beast of a gun. But back to the limited Wraith cannon, no one is buying it. It didn't raise the credit prices like I thought it would, and it's not having a negative impact, it's just having no impact. And if the only negative thing would come of it would be the judgment towards, you know, Admin Pwn. He's being really lazy about stuff. He either has no time for this game, and he should really give it to someone, or really just let someone else buy it, make it a different game, give new producers or whatever. But it's not right what he's doing. He's just cycling the same kind of things, just changing it up a little, and I think that's what's killing the game. This community is great, everyone's friendly and stuff. We have Discords and Skype chats and stuff now of like clans coming together just for the fun of it, and that community shouldn't, you know, perish because there's like no time for this game. There should be tons of updates for this game, new things added, new ideas, not the same idea, just changed a little like he has been for the past couple years. But you know, I'm just ranting on about something else at this point. My point is that even though I'm really late on this, the Wraith cannon, limited Wraith cannon, I thought it would have a large negative impact, and it hasn't had much impact at all. Not on the credit prices, not 14mm prices. I don't think I've even seen one in the marketplace yet. And it's those things that, you know, make me think, what's happening to the game? What's he gonna do? But I don't know. Looking at this, I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm worried about what he's going to do, because if he's just gonna cycle the same ideas, I don't see an idea he can cycle around at this point. And he can't create a higher tier weapon at this point. He can't. It'd be super wrong, and it would irritate so many people. It irritated a lot of people with just the unlimited Wraith cannon, and everyone had GAUs and stuff from 2D. And he probably irritated a lot of people from that. And you know, I get why people would be irritated from that. It's just awful. I get that. I'm always gonna have a spot for this game. I will. It's the first MMORPG I've really had. You know, I'm not even max level yet, which is pretty sad with the guns and the equipment that I have. But you know, it's because this game is dying. It's not very interesting anymore, and you know, I care for this game. I do. But I feel like releasing the unlimited Wraith cannon is just another sign of showing he doesn't care too much about the game, at least anymore. And if he doesn't do anything quickly to change that, or he doesn't, you know, give some sort of sign that he's putting a lot of effort into something, maybe he's doing something secretly on the side and just not telling us about it. But if something doesn't happen soon that makes me want to, you know, give hope, I'm just gonna completely put this game aside and focus on everything else, because, you know, I make these videos, I get on for you guys, to have conversations with you guys, your discussions and stuff. But I don't know. Obviously, people are gonna have different views. Maybe I have the completely different view, and I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm right. It's all about opinion, but we can agree that releasing the limited Wraith cannon wasn't a smart idea. It's just from the fact that who would actually want to buy it, and who would want to put the money into buying it. But I mean, those are my ideas. That's my opinion on it. That's what I thought would happen, and I told you what has happened from what I've seen so far. If you guys have something else to say, let me know down in the comments. If you agree with me, that's great, but if you don't, let me know. I could completely take a different opinion, a different view. I would take it. I wouldn't hate on it, of course, because everyone has their own thing. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the conversation, the topic we had, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.